Hello friends, welcome to iixamBee. IIFCL had come out with vacancies for both grade A and grade B in the beginning of the year, the written exam of which was held in August. In the first week of September, they had come out with the written results for grade A, and the interview was also conducted and has been completed. Now the result for uh, grade B has been announced and the interview phase dates have been announced. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the interview, the importance, the weightage of the interview and how we should prepare for these vacancies. So before we move ahead, let's understand the grade B. As I said, the vacancies had come out for both grade A and grade B. In grade B, there are 6 vacancies that have come out with. For this, for these 6 vacancies for the written round, around 330 students had applied. So there was an RTI that was filed to find, and in this which they have replied that total applications and total people who had applied for the grade B manager position was around 330. Of this, 174 applicants have cleared the written phase and have been called for the interviews. So please remember, so around almost 50%, people have been called, a little more than 50% have been called for the interview. However, the number of vacancies remains the same. Yes, so the vacancies are 6 only, so we can say around 3% will be your selection rate from these interview applicants. So interview is very important, and a tough competition is there for these 6 vacancies, right? So we need to prepare well. The dates have been announced. As I mentioned, the dates have been announced roll number wise. So this list is there on the IIFCL website. You can get for the written exam, all the students have been shortlisted, date wise roll number, who will be interviewed on which date, the roll number, the entire list is there. So you can go and check your roll number is there or not, and on which date your interview is. So the interviews are starting from the coming Monday, 27th of September, and will be carried over a 5 days till Friday, 1st of October. And these interviews will be held online on through video conference on the WebEx platform. So it will be virtual from your own place. You don't have to travel. It will be on WebEx. So you have to make sure that you have good connectivity, good instrument to be able to log in from WebEx for conducting your interview. Okay, so these are the interview dates. As I said, you can check them out. In case you are losing motivation or scared, please remember, this is a very good vacancy in the government sector, finance vacancy. If you are interested, IIFCL is an infrastructure finance company owned by the government. So a very good opportunity. Gross salary, if you see, is around 84,000 for this post, and over and above that, there are various benefits that are associated with the government job that you will be eligible for, like leased accommodation in lieu of HRA, conveyance facility. To give you a glimpse, if anybody goes for a leased accommodation facility, they can get up to 29,500 for the lease rental ceiling, up to this. And for conveyance, up to expenses up to 180 liters of petrol per month you are eligible for. So given the current petrol rates, around 18,000 per month is what can be your ceiling for the conveyance per month. So then you will also be eligible for house building loan. So there are various such benefits which are associated, that comes over and above your gross salary, right? So we have to work hard because the competition is tough. 174 applicants have been called for the interview stage for only 6 vacancies. So we need to focus well on our preparation in this week, because the time is also less. So in this video, as I said, we will also talk about what and how you can prepare. Interview, if you have missed, you might have got an email and or call letter. In case you have missed or want to reconfirm, you can go on the website of IIFCL, and there they have given this roll number wise applicants list for the post of manager. As I was saying, grade A has already been held. So from 15th till 18th of September, the grade A level interviews have already been held, and now for grade B, the interviews are going to be held. What will be the interview weightage for grade B? If we go, it is going to be similar pattern as grade A. So this was an RTI we had filed at the time of grade A, where the weightage was clearly defined as between written exam, technical and behavioral interview as 40%, 40%, 20%. So it is likely to be on the same pattern, and so you can see the written, which you have already done, has a 40% weightage, and now the interview will have a 60% weightage, which will check you both on your technical and behavioral aspects. So you need to prepare on the technical and both behavioral aspects in this time. So what you should prepare? What can we prepare for this 60% of the interview? So for the technical, there are certain aspects that you can focus on, and we have been conducting grade A mock interviews also before the actual interviews took place from 15th to 18th September, and similar type of things have been noticed. So similar, our guidance had been very, very useful to the students who had come, and they had mentioned similar aspects preparation. So for technical, we will suggest what you can prepare is, first and foremost, know about the organization IIFCL. Okay, what is IIFCL? If it is an infrastructure finance company, what does that mean? When was it established? Who are the key people? What is the vision and mission of the company? What are the key schemes that IIFCL undertakes? So all this you can prepare from IIFCL's website itself. Right, so you should know about the organization. Then IIFCL is into project financing. So what do we mean by project financing? That is what you should be knowing about. So some key understanding of project financing is what is required for you to know. Then about the infrastructure, because this project financing is happening majorly in the infrastructure sector. So what all sectors or segments are included in the infrastructure sector? What is the current outlook for the infrastructure sector? What is the government doing in this infrastructure sector? What do we mean by PPP? What do we mean by PPP model in the infrastructure sector, right? And then there are various techniques of PPP also. There is BOT, there is HAM, there is BOOT. So what do we mean by these? Simple understanding, you don't have to go into too much depth, but simple understanding. Then how is the current economy in India, and what is the infrastructure's role? So recently you saw, telecom is also a part of the infrastructure, and government came out with certain reforms related to telecom sector. So that is what you can also read about it. Then financial concepts. So as it's an infrastructure finance company, certain basic finance concepts which you might have also prepared for your written exam. So those concepts you should be aware about. What are financial statements? What are different ratios? Time value of money concept, capital budgeting, what is NPV, right? So simple accounting terms. So these should be something that you can prepare on. And you would be currently working, so whatever is your current job, whatever is your current work profile, so you should be able to answer technical questions related to your current job profile and your current company. So you should prepare on those aspects also. If I come to behavioral, so behavioral is more about your personality, your communication skills. And when I'm talking about communication skills, it includes both your verbal, what you are speaking, and your non-verbal, that is how you are speaking, what's your facial expressions like, how is your eye contact like, and especially in an online platform, how will you be making eye contact, how you should be communicating with confidence, with your voice modulation and all. So that is also looked at. Your confidence level is checked, and then there can be HR related aspects which will be asked to judge your behavioral aspect. So these can be like, and knowing about your interests, what your profile is like, why you are interested in IIFCL, what you can contribute to IIFCL, what are your strengths, your weaknesses, your own SWOT analysis, your achievements, failures. So these all look very simple, but when one has to speak about them, sometimes we get nervous or we go blank. So one needs to be prepared for these aspects also. So these are things that you can spend your this week before the actual interview on making a holistic preparation for your interview. And to judge your interview preparation level, you should do some mock interviews, which will help increase your confidence and know how well you are prepared for your interview. And also it will give you a way to check your own preparation plus the experience of giving it online. So at ixamBee we have successfully held mock interviews for grade A, IIFCL grade A already, online on the WebEx platform. So these mock interviews will be held by an experienced panel on the WebEx itself, to give you that experience also, that so that last minute you are not nervous because of all these issues. And on the panel you will get very experienced people like Mr. Sushil Ragde, who is ex-manager RBI and has been mentoring for various exams in the government space for more than 10 years. He himself has cleared a lot of exams himself. Dr. Sanjeev Sharma, who is ex-CGM and regional director of RBI and ex-executive director of NHB. He is also a visiting faculty at IIMA for communications and personality, and he has been mentoring for RBI and various other competitive exams, government exams, especially in the interview space. Then Mr. C.P. Mohan, who is ex-CGM NABARD and current independent director on the ESAF Small Finance Bank. He has more than 40 years of experience in agriculture and development and project financing. Arunima Sinha, who is ex-manager SIDBI and more than 10 years of experience in coaching and mentoring for government exams, government jobs. Myself, Prachi Agarwal, I am ex-manager Care Ratings with more than 10 years of industry experience in the financial space, and I've been mentoring for 4 years for the government job preparation. Vidhika Bansal, who is ex-PO and has been mentoring and teaching for government job exams again, and Mr. Anshul Malik, who has experience in the government sector and 5+ years of mentoring and coaching experience for the government exam. So a combination of these people will be there on the mock interview panel, who will conduct your mock interview to check both your technical and behavioral aspect for almost 40 minutes. The actual interview, the feedback that we've got from the IIFCL grade A users has been that the actual interview has lasted somewhere between 15 to 20 minutes. In the mock interview we do it for a longer time, 40 minutes, so that we are able to test you and help you practice for different kind of questions from all the aspects, because in the final interview you need to be prepared for all sorts of questions. So you will get a mock interview with the combination of these members on your panel for almost 40 minutes. After that you will get 20 minutes to get your feedback, what all was good, what all you can improve further, what all you can read further. So there will be a 20 minutes feedback session, followed by a 15-minute session for your own queries. If you may have queries related to how you can answer a particular question, or related to your anxiety or your stress behavior or your behavior, or how to make eye contact in a virtual format or video conferencing, any kind of queries you may have, that will be also addressed in this session. So if you want to take help and check your preparation level before the actual interview, you can enroll for the mock interview at iixamBee. For any details you can reach out on our website for this. Thank you everybody. please do not forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to remain updated for any other important notification related to government jobs.